I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and the Parliamentary Budget Officer has been at it again, with two problematic reports in the same week. The first one concerned the proposed Digital Safety Office, which is part of the enforcement mechanism for the online harms bill. Now, Mr. Giroux had calculated what he felt the office's size should be and the cost for maintaining an office of that size, and then ignored the parts of the act that said that the office was able to levy fines and do cost recovery as part of its funding, saying he couldn't do that, or he couldn't calculate that, but then bizarrely started playing semantic games, saying things like, Canadians need to decide whether this is enforcement or bureaucracy. Well, obviously it's enforcement. That's the whole point of the office. That's the whole point of having their role as part of the act. So why he's trying to play these word games around whether this is just to be considered bureaucracy or not is beyond me, and I wonder how that is supposed to fit within his legislative mandate of providing economic and macroeconomic analysis. Now, his other report concerned Canada's defense spending as it relates to our NATO targets. And he did correctly identify that the budgets that the military has been giving have lapsed certain amounts in every year, which means that we're not quite spending as much as we are targeting. But he also decided to calculate the GDP denominator in his own way rather than using the OECD figures that NATO uses as part of its calculations, and gave this excuse about how, well, the OECD would come around to his numbers at some point, which again makes it really difficult to see how this is a useful analysis when it's not an apples to apples comparison. So again, I'm forced to wonder what exactly the PBO is doing, and really why he's still in this job if he feels that that he would rather be a talking head pundit rather than doing his legislated job of economic and macroeconomic analysis and not providing commentary on that. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.